it's Chloe Demir of Save the Victorial. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. It's another installment of your YouTuber who's older than the average duck doing makeup on YouTube to show what makeup looks like on regular skin in regular lighting. And right now we have no lights on whatsoever. Well, lights are going on in my apartment, but no studio lights. So this is me in natural light. So today we are going to do a makeup tag. So this one was originated, I believe, by Annette's Makeup Corner and a gal that I watch, another gal that I watch on YouTube. I will link her channel below, but it is KIRK. And I decided to do the tag as well. So it is a 10, I think it was a 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, a 10 question tag. So if you're into tag videos and you want to talk about makeup palettes, you're in the right place. And you know what you need to do? You need to keep on watching. Okay, so we've got some tag questions here, and we are going to answer them. So the first question on the list is the most innovative release of the year. Had to think hard. Most of these questions are kind of palette related, and this is sort of kind of a palette, but not an eyeshadow palette. It is from Asuba Beauty. Now, Asuba Beauty makes some of my favorite water activated liners. They're also local to me, so they're Canadian, so woohoo. So, and they now have a European warehouse. So if you're in Europe, you can have some easy access to Asuba Beauty. So this is their Hydra Space, and when you open it up here, it comes with a brush and a fine brush. 5 shades of like multi-chromey, duochromey goodness. As you can tell, this is starting to get well loved and it's amazing. This is, I need to test, and it'll be for you, Leon. It is coming, I promise. I want to try and see if we can use these as eyeshadows and kind of do a blended out look with them. So we're gonna see. My cat in the back using the litter box. She's on fire with my videos the last few days. So anyways, I love this product. It goes on beautiful. I can't remember if this, a lot of their ones are UV, but I know when I did my friend's daughter's face, when I used the UV light, this color showed really quite nicely as well. So anyways, this is, I don't know if I've ever seen multi-chrome, duochrome liquid water activated liners. I could be wrong, but these are the first ones I've seen. And when I saw them, I had to buy them. I had to just go, I had just spent $100 on Suva in their fill your box sale, but they released this, I had to have it. And like I said, if you put it on in thin layers and let them dry in between, they don't crack. They stay all day. Fabulous. So for me, this is, for me anyways, an innovative product. So there we go. So that is, for me, the most innovative product. So the second one is palette that surprised you the most. Now, I think because I research everything and look at everything so much, nothing really kind of surprises me per se. Unless somebody says, oh, this is something terrible and I get it and it's an amazing. Like, I don't understand why people have problems with the old Ace Beauté formula. I so far have not, but there we go. Different skin types, different uses can equal to different things. But this is a brand that I don't know why I didn't buy. Maybe because some of the palettes are rainbow. I have no idea. So I never bought this brand before. And then I finally found the palette that kind of called to me and it's amazing. And now I'm hooked on this brand and I'm like, you're a dumbass. Where have you been? So this is Be Perfect Cosmetics, and this is the Carnival Interstellar, and this is the number 5 because it is a Stacey Marie collab. So this can almost also go under Best Collab, but I have this right now as palette that surprised you most. So with this palette, it is using the rainbow colors that Stacey Marie uses a lot. Not all of them, but she usually does a lot of kind of bright rainbows. But this one has beautiful grays and silvers in it. So for me, this is perfect. I've never, because I have some rainbow palettes, some of the earlier carnivals, I already had rainbows, or some of them had face stuff in there, which I'm not into having them into the same palette generally. But this was perfect. So I got grays, blacks, silvers, and then I got some nice colory shades. The quality is amazing. This stuff blends like a dream. I don't know what's taken me so long. Thank you for that awesome Black Friday sale that I was able to get this with shipping at a good price. Even though I had to pay duty, but it still ended up being a bit of a deal for me. But anyways, this is fantastic. So I want to say that this is the palette that surprised me the most. And yeah, it just goes to show that sometimes things are worth the wait, right? Okay, so the next one, and this one may shock some people, I don't know. It's a palette you regret buying. For the most part, I don't regret buying palettes because again, because I don't get PR, usually I watch people's reviews and see what's going on, or a brand I like, so I know the quality is going to be good. And they're Canadian too, which is kind of makes me sad. And it's not because it's not a good palette, but here we go. This is the Dragon Fruit palette by Clionadh Cosmetics, and it's a collab with Emily Violet Marie. It is a beautiful palette. Do not get me wrong. Here, let me just show you the color story. It is beautiful. I enjoy using it, but here's the rub. Super expensive. They're cheap. Their shipping is absolutely monstrous. And this is in Canada. I know Canada is huge and across Canada, but come on now. Yeah, and it's not a standalone palette. It's definitely a palette that you use with other palettes as toppers. I mean, yes, sure, you could just do a nice shimmery green look or something, of course, but generally you usually have matte shades and then you put down some shimmery shades. So for me, it's less use because it's a specialty palette. So for the amount of money that I paid for the palette plus the shipping, it was way over $100, or is it way over or just over? I think it was a good $10 over, I want to say over $100. So for one palette that you can't technically, or I won't really use on its own very much, I'm just going to say cost-wise and for the type of shadows that it is, that's the only reason why I regret buying it. Not because it isn't beautiful. You can see here, I mean, like, look, it's beautiful. Hi, honey. Oh, you got your toy? Yeah? So anyways, this is stunning. So it's not to say that this isn't a stunning palette, and kind of happy I have it, but at the same time, I was feeling low that day. I wanted actually the highlighters. They were already sold out. I pulled the trigger on this. Maybe I shouldn't have done. So that's the only reason why I'm regretting it, is because of the type of palette that is for. It's beautiful though, right? The type of palette is for, and just the cost that it is. Because, oh, I didn't count, because I can't remember. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So for 14 shades. I guess 16 if these would have been 2 and then 2. But yeah, it's 14 different shades. So yeah, the price was a little bit too much. Even though it's beautiful. I know people love Clionadh. I think I have 2 of their singles, maybe 3 of their singles, and they're beautiful. I love them. But again, the cost of shipping and the cost of everything is a little bit much for somebody that isn't professional or isn't a big YouTuber. That's a lot of cash for a little bit of FOMO. So there we go. So I think, yeah, so that, I wouldn't classify that as worst collab. No, it's just going to be a palette I regret buying, and it's because it's more financial and the fact that it isn't something that I could use on its own. So now we've got best collaboration, and I would think for the last 2 years it would be the same. And then this is the Shroud Cosmetics with Batty Bean, and so this is the Hello Bean palette. I love both of the palettes. They're both amazing color stories. I love orange, I love green, I love grungy mustard shades. I'm wearing green and grungy mustard today. I really, really enjoy this palette, so I want to say that this is the best collab of 2022. I don't buy a lot of collab palettes. I think I bought, I want to say 2 last year, 3 last year. Is this even this year? I think so. We're going with that. I don't buy a lot of collab palettes. I have, like I said, maybe have 3 or 4. So we're going to go with that. So it is the Shroud Cosmetics and Batty Bean, the Halloween palette. Worst collaboration, again, I don't do a lot of collaborations, so I'm gonna say anything ColourPop. Everybody knows me, knows that I do not like ColourPop. I've just had, you know, other people, maybe they do, maybe if I bought more stuff, maybe I would have more products that I like, but the stuff that I bought, it was either broken, not that great, dry, not my thing. So I would say any collab with ColourPop is a bad collab. There we go. Fight me if you want. All right. Best seasonal collab. There's 2. I thought this first one would be the best Halloween palette. I mean, it's right up. Halloween's great too, but we have that in a different project, line question. So I had thought that this would definitely be the end-all Halloween palette for the year. Look at it. This is Gourmand Girls. I mean, look at the packaging. Look at these colors. Wow, is that green a lot different from this one, from the Cleona? Hold on. Let's put them together. Oh, a little bit different. Kind of the idea. This one's a little bit darker. But see, it's cheaper to get this than the other one. So yeah, so it was kind of a tie between this one and one that actually came late. I didn't buy any Christmas themed ones this year. So it is the Haunted Pumpkin from Give Me Glow. And look at these massive pans, the color story, the embossing in here, the size of the pans. Like seriously, this is gonna be forever. It is so good, and the quality is so good. I love Give Me Glow. So for best seasonal palette, it's a tie between the Spooked and the Haunted Pumpkin. So there we go. Now we've got palettes still on your mind. Okay, remember how these 2 tied? All right, I don't have these palettes because they're still on my mind, so I'll have some pictures here for you. And the first one is Gourmand Girls, and this is the Sail Amore palette. I just kept buying other palettes. So I was like, oh, this came in a duo. Oh, this one's new. Kept buying palettes. And by the time I was like, oh, I'm ready for this one, sold out. That's what you get for waiting. Still on my noggin though. Still in there. Still want it. When I see other people's videos, I'm jealous. There we go. And then I've got 2 more. And they're both from Give Me Glow. We've got here first, the Bad Witch Club. Look at this. Purples, greens, a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue. So beautiful. I love their quality. And there's those nice big round pans. If you want to see some good videos on it, Sylvia Monroe has some good ones. So jealous. She's done some lives with it. It's gorgeous. But the one that I wanted the most, and they released it, I was on a no buy, I couldn't buy it, and then Black Friday came, the palette was sold out, but they had them as singles, or some of them as singles. Then I backed myself out of it because I was like, I'm gonna be good, I'm just buying this. Is this one. Look at this. I like this palette. So you can get the palette, now you can get it, now it is back in stock. It is the Teal Nightlife palette. It's $63, but their pans are huge. I think these are also the 36mm pans, 37mm pans. See, there we go, it's even a millimeter, see? Vegan and cruelty free. The color story is probably after the Ace Beauté Oceanic palette. And this is, I guess, some of the a few similar tones. Oh, this is my dream palette. Had it been this as a palette in stock, or maybe it popped up later, I didn't see it, I don't know, but I just remember a single pack of 4 that I was going to buy, and then at the last minute, because I was actually really wanting that palette, now it's on the website, and I'm on a year no buy. So here we go. That is, that's my ultimate miss. The ultimate still on my noggin is the Teal Nightlife palette. Give me glow. Yes. Yes. Alrighty. So we've got a few more questions here, I believe. Let me grab them. So we next have is what am I hoping to see next year? Nothing? I want to see nothing. I want to see absolutely nothing because I don't want to buy anything. And I know that Gourmand Girls has a couple releases coming that are going to be very tempting, but there we go. But if I was going to see more, I love the fact that Halloween was such a big thing. I would like to see that continue on because I love Halloween 24/7, 365. And then the next question is sort of related to what we're hoping to see next year is what you don't want to see more of next year. 12,000 releases by certain brands, other brands. I know some brands that normally don't release a lot released a few more things than they normally did due to kind of catch up from the Rona. But some brands, they're just ridiculous. I wish brands would do seasonal. Spring, summer, fall, winter, done. So 4 times a year you save up for, buy a crap of shit, and the rest of the year, you're free and clear. Or just buying, things you run out of, like foundations and stuff. Yeah, too much. I'm hoping some brands are going, especially with how, like in Europe and here, how all the prices are going up for food. Cat food is almost doubled here. It's crazy. These girls are eating me out of house and home. So, and heat is so expensive. I hate seeing my bills. So people are going to have less to spend on makeup. So I think people need to make good releases, think them through, collate them better, and yeah, maybe seasonally. Seasonally would be good. And then I think, here we've got our last question, and it's what are your personal goals to approve on next year? Well, first of all is I'm on a no buy for a year. I'm going to try really, really hard not to buy anything unless I 100% run out. And I mean, if it's foundation, I've used everyone's, every drop is used before I would buy one. If all I have is foundations I don't like, you're stuck. You're using them. I want to pan as much stuff, use as much stuff, not buy anything. I have so much makeup. So that is my goal for 2023. And then just keep improving. Like I was really excited about the blend on this eye look. I really want to work more towards blending and just kind of upping my game a little bit. So I think those are my personal goals for next year, at least regarding makeup. Do better blending, even on cheeks and things, and not buy any makeup. I own a lot of makeup. There's a lot of stuff out there. I'm going to stop following for the FOMO. So those are the tag questions. So I will try and remember to put Annette's Makeup Corner and KERRY down below. And if I see anybody else, I'll tag them as well. Yes. So there we go. This is my tag of makeup for 2022 tag. Oh, it's just the 2022 palette tag. Worst collab, regrets, etc., etc. And there we go. So that's it. So if you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even hit the notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can shoot the shit on makeup every year. Do palette tags together. Anyways, as always, behave, make good choices, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.